going on, guys? Instant Death Mouse here, and I am gonna show you a little bit of modified munitions. What we're doing today is called a scatter control shot shell. We're gonna be taking number 8 and number 6 shotgun shells and pulling the pellets out and then layering it. Basically what's gonna happen is you're gonna have a layer of pellets on the bottom, and then a layer of sand, another layer of pellets, and keep going up like that. Dogs are barking because I'm talking and they don't know where I am. Alright, so I've already done all of the 6 shot, so we're going to go ahead and start on the 8 shot. I'm going to go ahead and put these away. I'm going to go ahead and show you with this one. So the reason I had the other 2 out is to show you that I had some that were not modified. Those are going to be our controls, and later on I will show you how they perform. Basically, you start out, you take a knife or a screwdriver or something, be very careful, you can cut yourself. And you just get right in the center and go in between those slots right there. Go in, pull up, and do this quite a few times until you get them all pulled up a bit. Pellets will go just about everywhere, and that's why we have the bags out. Go ahead and open up the bag. I'm just going to sling it everywhere. When doing this, there's no specific type of sand you need to use. There's no specific type of shell you need to use. Preferably, I wouldn't use like double-aught buck or buckshot with the bigger pellets. The smaller pellets seem to work better. Mainly because the bigger pellets are already separated and they fly fairly straight. With the smaller shot, like the bird shot, it tends to scatter a bit more. What I'm using is basically just terrarium sand for my snakes. Well, once you get all the petals open, you just pull them apart with your fingers and you just dump all the shot out. So, now that you have your empty shell, shot cup is still in place. You're gonna get a spoon, or if you have gloves, try not to handle lead with your bare hands. It can cause problems with prolonged exposure. What you do is you just take a little bit, you don't need much, and just layer them. It's a bit too much there. That's about even. Let's see if I can show you that there's about an even number of shot, even level of shot on the bottom. And you just get some sand. You don't have to use a spoon for this, you can just use your fingers and just dump it in there. And this will make a mess, so if you need someplace clean, just lay down like a couple sheets of paper or some newspaper, piece of cardboard. And basically what you want to do is fill in the cracks between the shot and on top of it so that you can barely see the shot, if you can see it at all. Don't pile it on because it'll make your next layer curved. And you just pour it in. That's even. And when you do this, you will have some shot left over. Not all of the shot will go back into the shotgun shell, because the other space is being taken up with sand. And basically, how this works is that instead of all the pellets being pushed in together, and when they're fired, you have some that are coming out and pushing this way, and if you play pool and you hit a pool ball with another one right on that side, it's going to go off to the side. It's going to spread. Basically what we do with the layers is after you get your shot in there, there's a layer of sand. And that layer of sand will stay behind the shot. With the wind resistance pushing most of it away, some sand will stay behind the shot and push it forward. Hopefully in a straight line. Now, the shot will still scatter and spread, but not as drastically as with a regular shell. And my experience, the average number of layers is about 8 or 9 with the number 8 shot, and about 6 or 7 with the number 6 shot. And just keep layering. You don't want to put too much in there, because you do want to close these shells up. And after you close these shells up, you want to try not to shake them up too much. And we got enough for another layer in there, so we're going to go ahead and put another layer of sand in. Now the shells I showed you earlier with the flat wax on top, those were some of my later shells after I had gotten used to doing this. First couple of shells looked rather gnarly on the top, and I ended up removing the wax and flattening the petals back a little bit more. So if you do this and you don't use a spoon and you don't use gloves, be sure to wash your hands. I am not responsible for any lead exposure sicknesses or whatever this stuff causes. Birth defects and other crap that California would have you believe it is. So after you get everything in there, what you do is you just push all your petals back down. Apparently I might have over measured a little bit. So I'm going to open this back up. Push it all back down. Basically what I do is I take the handle of my knife right here, because it is going to be a bit stiff. Basically you just put the corner in the center and push down until it's flush. Forgot to light the candle. Now I will be taking these out of the range. You can go ahead and put your sand away like that. We would be firing at a fairly large either piece of plywood or piece of cardboard, so you can see the spread between each. Now, I have about 10, or no, I have 8 of the number 8 shells already done with scatter control, and 6 I think with the number 6 shot. And the difference between those is the number 8 has smaller pellets and the number 6 has larger pellets. So I don't know if you can, I'm going to see if I can show you the difference between those. I don't know if you can really see a difference between those, but on this side is the number 8 shot, and on this side is the number 6 shot. There's a slight difference in size. Mush those out. Next we'll go back in here. So, after you push that down a bit, get it nice and flush, you just take your candle. You don't have to use regular candles, you can use crayons or whatever. This is just what I had available, and you just get on. And basically you just do this so none of the wax leaks out, or none of the sand leaks out. Because these will open back up if you leave them unsealed. And that's pretty much it. You just let that sit for about 5 minutes, let the wax harden, and then you're ready to go. So next time we bring these out, we'll be down on the farm shooting. Alright, I'll see you.